Are you serious? Are you serious? Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem, is nearing its 50th year of that it was reunified during, of course, the Six-Day War of 1967. And in this 50th year celebration anniversary that's approaching, the Knesset is trying and are seeking to reclaim the Temple Mount for the Jews in Jerusalem. Matter of fact, as Jerusalem's Jubilee celebration approaches, the Israeli parliament has, for the first time, proposed establishing a government body focused on strengthening the connection between the Jewish state and its holiest site, the Temple Mount. This move has generated anger, of course, among Palestinian politicians who believe recent efforts by the United Nations to erase this Jewish connection was successful. But now, it doesn't matter what the UN says. In a move that has attracted the ire of the Palestinians, the cultural minister and the Jerusalem ministers have proposed a new foundation to promote the Jewish connection to the Temple Mount. All right, so this is starting to take shape. Matter of fact, there's a joint Arab list has decried the foundation in the Knesset hearing, declaring the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the holiest sanctuary known as the Dome of the Rock and all of its surrounding land are, they say, holy to Islam, and that they are all a part of the Islamic mosque. So they want the entire Temple Mount to be a part of the mosque. And of course the Jews are saying, look, you've got two mosques up there to pray. We need to be able to build a temple. We need to be able to have a temple up on the Temple Mount also to pray. All right. So Yehuda Glick, of course, a member of the Knesset who has been advocating prayer, want the Jews to be able to pray. Matter of fact, willing to let everybody pray. I mean, Christians should pray as well. He says that, quote, after many months, I am pleased that our efforts have finally produced some fruit. This is a good time, and thank God it has finally arrived, he said, albeit 50 years late, actually 2,000 years late, but the Israeli government has recognized that the Temple Mount is our national site. So this is quite extraordinary. The move comes as Israel is about to celebrate Jerusalem's Jubilee, its 50th anniversary of the Israeli Defense Forces conquering the city in its entirety back in 1967 during the Six-Day War. And at a cabinet meeting last week, they were explaining the significance of this. So, folks, there is a prophecy alert going on right now, because it's while they are pushing, while the Knesset that is pushing to make the Temple Mount accessible to Jews to pray, and of course ultimately try to build the third temple, which is prophesied to happen in your Bible, Donald Trump may be about ready to announce that he's moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, making the city of Jerusalem the official capital of Israel to the world, which would then fulfill biblical prophecy that it is the city of the great king. Now, which of course would be Jesus Christ. But look at this. In 1 Chronicles, King Solomon was given a command to build the temple of the Lord, and to build it, of course, upon the Temple Mount. And he was told what to gather. And some of the scriptures read like this. I'll read 2 Chronicles chapter 1, just a couple verses here. In verse 13, it says, Then Solomon came from his journey to the high place that was at Gibeon to Jerusalem, from before the tabernacle of the congregation, and he reigned over Israel. And Solomon gathered chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, which he placed in the chariot cities, and with the king at Jerusalem. And the king made silver and gold at Jerusalem plenteous as stones, and cedar trees made as the sycamore trees that are in the vale for abundance. And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt, and linen yarn, and the king's merchants received the linen yarn at a price. And they fetched up and brought forth out of Egypt a chariot for 600 shekels of silver, and the horse for 150. And so they brought the horses, and all the kings of the Hittites, the kings of Syria, all of them, recognizing that the preparation of the temple was about to be built. And in the second chapter, if you keep reading, and Solomon determined to build a house for the name of the Lord, and a house for his kingdom. This, and then he goes on and tells you how he puts the entire plan together and what all is used to build the temple, which would be on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Jerusalem, the city of gold. It is the capital of Israel. Two things are happening. The Knesset is about ready to pass, that Israelis are allowed to pray, and Trump is about ready to move the American embassy to Jerusalem, declaring it the capital city of Israel and the eternal city of God. Biblical prophecy in motion. We all know what happens in Daniel. At some point, the temple is built, and there's an abomination of desolation that will take place there. Matter of fact, Jesus even said in Matthew 24, verse 15, he said, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understandeth. Okay? In other words, you'll know that you're at the end times. You'll know this is the God's biblical timepiece, Israel, Jerusalem. And if you read on, Apostle Paul in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 explains to you what the abomination of desolation is. It's the rise of the Antichrist, the son of perdition, the wicked one, who walks into the temple of God before the worshipers of God and declares that he is God. That, my friend, is an abomination. Well, we are living in the time where the third temple is in preparation. The Temple Institute has everything they need. I've been there. I've went through the Temple Institute, seen the 7 silver trumpets, seen the priestly garment, saw the golden shewbread table. There's already a golden menorah sitting just outside on Mount Zion. And of course, the golden altar is ready. Everything, I mean, they are ready, folks. So we are living in a time. And matter of fact, the temple's already been prefab built. The supplies, they've already, and they could just pull it together. It wouldn't take them long. So what I'm trying to tell you is you are living in the edge of eternity. You're on the brink of the beast. This is the apocalyptic hour. The Bible prophecies are coming to pass, and Revelation is being revealed. I'm going to be preaching on that Saturday. If you're coming to South Bend, Indiana, please join me in South Bend, Indiana at the Christian Center. Beautiful church built by Dr. Lester Sumrall right there on Ireland Road. Go to my website, find my event page. It'll show you right where to go. Go ahead and register. Let us know you're coming just so we'll know you're coming, okay? It's free. I want to see you. It's going to be powerful. Saturday morning. And I'm going to stay over and preach the Sunday morning worship at the Christian Center as well. It's going to be a powerful weekend. God bless all of you. Are you serious? Are you saved? He's coming. Jesus is on his way.